We got breaking news. Yuki Kawamura has been signed, bro. Is this a W for the Chicago Bulls? First, you got to hear the music.
Cognac. Gang.
Shot Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy C-Dub, holding it down on another breaking news live stream. What's the word, family? The Chicago Bulls might be getting their first W in a long time. And I'm going to give them their props when the props is due. Let's get to it, bro. Wow. Well, we just had us a video this morning. Me and nephew dropped. The Chicago Bulls should sign Yuki Kawamura. And the Chicago Bulls have finally got themselves a dub. What a job by the Chicago Bulls organization. Let's read on. This is straight from Bulls.com. The Chicago Bulls announced today the team has signed guard Yuki Kawamura. And it got a pronunciation right there. To a two-way contract. In related move, the Chicago Bulls have waived Jahmir Young. This man just dropped 40 points. He was solid scoring last game. I'm talking about Jahmir Young, but what does that count? We already got a Kobe White. Yuki Kawamura deserves this contract. And I told nephew during that live stream that Jahmir Young can get cut, bro. He tried 40, but he can get cut. 40 is decent. But do we need 40 on this team? Kawamura, 5'8", 162 pounds, appeared in 5 games with the Chicago Bulls 2025 Summer League Club. What's up, Jeremy Moss in the building? What up, Jeremy? Averaging 10 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals in 23 minutes. His team leading 31 total assists, was the second most assists by a Bulls player in a single Las Vegas Summer League session since at least 2013. He was one of the 3 players to average at least 6 assists and 2 steals per game throughout the NBA 2K26 Summer League 2025. Shout out to my boy Yuki, bro. This had to happen. The Chicago Bulls did the right thing. This should be a W for Chicago Bulls. The walk-in vlogging man said won't see the floor. We'll see. We'll see if he sees the floor. But if you look at his play during Summer League, he deserved a contract. He deserved it. Financially, the kid can play. It's just something from Yuki. I know he's 5'8". But I feel like he needed to be on the team. Shout out to my man Yuki, man. Let's read on. During the 2024-25 season, Kawamura saw action in 22 games with the Memphis Grizzlies, and he averages triple single. I don't even want to say it, bro. But it's 1 point and 1 assist in 4 minutes. Kawamura scored in double figures twice during this rookie campaign, notching career's high 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists versus the Dallas Mavericks on April 13th. In Japan native, the Japan native suited up the big one in the building. What up, though? With the Memphis G League affiliate, the Memphis Hustle, during the 24-25 campaign, averaging 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 7 assists. Might as well be 8 assists in 31 minutes. through 24 G League regular season games while earning a selection to the NBA G League up next game at 2025 NBA All-Star Weekend. Kawamura finished the G League roster season ranked 6th in assists per game. That's 8 assists per game, and tallied 14 games with 5+ assists, highlighted by a G League career high 16 assists alongside 11 points as the Stockton Kings on February 26th. It's okay. And now these are good comments. These are good comments. Not because he can't play. It's because they have Kobe, Io, Trae Young, and Dalen Terry. I think you mean Dalen Terry. I would say about that, I'm not sure if we're going to have all 4 of these guys coming into the next season. I'm not 100% sure of that. And also, he can go in a G League and get better. And he could be stole away just in case. Just in case we need him or if he gets better, bro. I don't think it hurts anybody. Jameer Young, really, he's a very good player, but he did not have a chance in this organization with his skill set. We already have a Kobe. This is what you say. This is why we can't get why we waive Jameer Young. We already got a Kobe White. Ayo Dusumu is a bigger player, longer player, and he got a better defensive skill set. Trae Young is just a better overall player. And Dalen Terry, I will bet on his future better than Jameer Young. And I think that man, you don't know, bro. It's something about Yuki. And I hate to do this with basketball, but damn, I would hate to go to another team and just become a superstar over there, bro. He plays hard. He don't cut you short on the defensive end. They try to attack him, but you don't get that much success when you're attacking a Yuki. He gonna compete every time he on the court, man. And he got a third eye, bro. Matthew, what the hell, Matthew? I wonder if you could get hook me up with Asian persuasion, though. Oh my goodness. Hey, TBO said he better not take minutes away from my P. Willie. You crazy, bro. All right, that's what we wait for. Josh Giddey is reports. The latest reports are that $10 million apart on a number that is very troubling if this report is true. Or they could be super, super close to reaching a deal and we get it like tomorrow or something. Will he sign to take the qualifying offer? Depends on the number. If they offering him 20, he taking that qualifying offer. He taking a qualifying offer. He want 30. Buls trying to practice some GM in here, and they might be overdoing it. I ain't gonna lie. Chicago Sky move. Maybe Asia whistle to the sky? Huh? You gotta let me know more about that. I bet Yuki knows plenty of those martial arts since he boy, TBO. Need Yuki to ensure Noah development. That's a great point. Yuki will be great for Noah's development. He'll be great for Montes Buzelis to get those easy baskets. You see how he made all these players on the Chicago Bulls Summer League roster better. He made a lot of these guys. Pereira. He opened my eyes on Pereira. Pereira can run the flow. He can finish lobs, and you know what he could do for Noah with a guy that's athletic like Noah that gets up and down the flow? Shout out to my man Dizelle, bro. No, but Manny P did yesterday, I think. I don't know who that is, bro. Can't allow him to take the qualifying offer. I agree with you. I would have gave him 30 mil. I would have gave Josh Giddey 30 mil, bro, without a doubt. But they got the leverage. I did say give them room to do their thing, but don't overdo it, bro. Don't overdo it. Marcus Smart signs 2-year deal with Lakers. That's a great signing for the Los Angeles Lakers. I think that's a great signing for the Los Angeles Lakers, bro. He didn't go to the championship with the Boston Celtics, But this is a guy that makes winning basketball plays all game long. Marcus Smart, former defensive player of the year, great pickup for the Los Angeles Lakers. Great for LeBron James' future too. That team just got better at Los Angeles. He talk about I do not want Patrick Williams taking Yuki under his arm. He needs somebody need to take Patrick Williams under their arm. You know what I'm saying? Somebody needs to help Patrick Williams. He need to find him a big buddy. The hell? Can't have three men competing for contracts at the same time and expect to improve as a team. I agree with that. And I you talk about Ayo, Kobe, and Giddey. That's next year if Giddey goes on that qualifying offer. It's going to be hell. I hope the Bulls are ready. If that happens, he goes through the qualifying offer. Somebody got to get traded. That's what I come to. Somebody got to go. Just like my man said, DZL, you can't have three men competing for contracts at the same time and expect to improve as a team. Human instinct is to go and overdo it to prove that you belong, to prove that you deserve that money, bro. And that's going to be three men doing it. And I ain't trying to go against the content of the character or nothing, but it's just natural to overdo it. That's why you see these players in these contract years have the best numbers of their career, bro. That's a good point, DZL. Donovan has to go. He ruined P. Will and will ruin Noah. I'm worried about that, the walking vlogging. I'm worried about it, bro. You just have to look at the 45 games it took to start Montes Buzelis over Patrick Williams. And I know y'all coming with that argument. He had to learn. He's 20, he's 19. I don't care. He could have learned on the job. I think day one he was better than Patrick Williams. No disrespect to Patrick Williams. No disrespect to Patrick Williams. I mean, you could go to Scottie Pippen like, man, day one, Michael Jordan better than you. That don't mean that take away from Scottie Pippen. Then I ain't trying to, y'all be cool with that. I ain't trying to make it seem like, compare Patrick Williams to Scottie Pippen. That'll be blasphemous. I have to stop watching basketball, playing basketball, all type of shit. But I'm worried about Billy Donovan. Don't take so long. I would start him from day one. But everybody thinks I'm crazy. Start the kid from day one. You see what happened in Summer League before we go to the next comments. He had a bad first game. I'm going to throw that at nerves. It's his first time being in a league that he's been dreaming of as a child. First time putting the Bulls jersey on and going to compete as a Chicago Bull. I knew he was nervous. He looked nervous. He looked loose out there on the court. But as gradually as the games kept going, he got better. 12 points, 10 rebounds. Next game, got injured. Came back. Next game, he wanted to play with Montes. 20 bomb. Play this kid first game, I say. But yeah, I am worried about Billy Donovan, bro. We need to give Giddey $27 million as a compromise, though. If we can get him to do that, but did you disrespect him and offer this man $20 million per year? $10 million off? Well, that's easy to surmise. Giddey want 30. $10 million off is 20. That's disrespectful. Is the man still, y'all hurting the man pride? Y'all think about the man? Shout out to my man, Dan. Shout out, Dan, bro. Oh, that's a good question. Who exited? That's a great question. And if I was to answer that question, man, it's hard. I don't want to say it, man. I ain't answering that question, bro. Nope. Hey, P. Will was a bench player at best from the jump. And I think that's what it is, man. Sometimes you got to come to the NBA and be put to the pressure, bro, and you find your niche, bro. This man is a 9 point per game, 9 points, 4 rebounds per game player for all of his basketball career. Since I've known him, since college, Florida State, his rookie year, 9 points. All the way to now, it's 10 points or 9 points per game, bro. You get that off the bench, bro. Get that shit off the bench. He's a bench player. We draft him as a bench player. I don't even care if he come off the bench for us. He going to give us 10 points and 4 rebounds. We can use that. Don't frustrate yourself with Patrick Williams. He is what he is. And what is Patrick Williams? 10 points and 4 rebounds. That's what he is. He was on a bench. Yeah. I'll keep to. I know Billy's not a bad coach, Dan. He ain't a bad coach. Some of his decisions is wild. Some of his decisions is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? But he is a good coach. And the only reason I say that because players like to play with him. Kuminga wanted to come over here by reports because of Billy Donovan's system. Can you believe it? If the player's saying it, got to be some credence. Got to be some credence to it. But he just drive me crazy sometimes. He just drive me crazy, bro. Peace. I was saying Yuki is Dookie. I changed my mind, duh. Shout out to Watt, man. Yeah. He'll win you over, bro. He gonna play hard every time he on the court, man. You can't do nothing but acknowledge that. Shout out to my man Watt, bro. You gotta acknowledge it, man, when he play hard, bro. We need to sign Mark Jackson. Oh, that's a good ass. I don't know why nobody wanted. He kind of blackballed out the league, man. Get Mark Jackson in this league, and I wouldn't mind him as a coach. I wouldn't mind him. He basically started up that Golden State Warriors to the dynasty that they had. He started that, bro. Bobby, what up, though? They can really run now. I hope he can play with Ayo. I think Ayo, that's a good point, Bobby. I think Ayo he's a drop and play guy. He don't got to have a ball. He can run with you up and down the court. He can spot up and shoot. He go play defense if 1 through 3. Sometimes he can go 4 in the NBA today. Ayo a drop and play. He can drop wherever player. Drop him wherever. That's why when I come back up here to my man Diesel, Ayo ain't one of them that's leaving for me. I'm going to leave it there. He ain't leaving. That was a good point, though. Matt, what up, my boy Matt Colangelo? The Bulls won't go 20 million with Giddey, let alone over that, unfortunately. That is nuts. That is absolutely crazy. Matt, you know that Quickly from Toronto makes $30 million. He my good young player. He ain't better than Giddey. Everybody knows he's not better than Giddey. Jalen Suggs, at the very least, they're on the same level. I'll take Giddey. He gives you more. He makes players better. Got better offensively. He is no longer just a weakness on the defensive side. He's not that he ain't good. I just said he's not a weakness. He's trying on defense. I think he deserved 30, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. You might pay the penalty for this later. Bullshitting on Josh Giddey. You might pay for this later, bro. Don't be mad later. If you want to keep bullshitting now. Hey, everybody, happy Saturday. Shout out to my man's Daniel. What up? What's the word, big dog? On the real. Mark Jackson got fired because he believed in God. Wow. Yeah, that's wild, bro. That's nuts. Can we believe in God, bro? Damn. World crazy, Dan. Ichigo, my boy. What up, Ichigo? That's what I'm saying, man. We pinching pennies, bro. With Giddey, bro. This could be this story could be just over, bro. Just give him the 30, bro. Or just good. He probably ain't moving now since if y'all offer this man 20, bro. He on a mission. And let's say what happens if he plays on on his player option. Let's see what happens. Let's just project the next season. He goes out. He averages. I'll just throw some averages out. This ain't official. He's going to average 29 and 8. That's all-star. That's a big-time all-star nod. So Giddey's going to the all-star game. That's going to cost. That bumps up the price. There we go. That bumps up the price. Okay, we go through the season. We get to the end of the season. We make the playoffs. So it's a week. It's going to be a weak East. We might sneak in the playoffs. We might. We just might. It's a small chance. Okay, we play a full playoff series. That's the top 6 seeds. We win a couple games. I'm not even going to say we win. But the end season awards, he makes the third All NBA team, plus an All-Star nod. He need about 40 now, maybe 45. So not paying him 30 just cost you $15 million if you want to keep him. And of course you're going to want to keep him because he just averaged 29-8. And your team has just went to the playoffs, and you guys ain't been since 2021-22 when we had Lonzo, DeMar, and Zach. And once again, I don't want to hear nothing about them no more. They are gone. That generation is gone. It's the new generation. It's Montes, Noah, Ayo, and Kobe. And Giddey. This is the new generation. Well, it's up to them if they want Giddey to be a part of it. It's a new generation. No more Lonzo, Caruso, DeMar, and Vooch. Get them out of here, bro. It's just a stain. When I just said that, I just thought that Vooch is still on this team, and it pissed me off really fast, bro. Why? Quickly making $30 million, and the Bulls not giving Giddey nothing close to 30 is crazy. But this is the Bulls. It's nuts. They trying too hard, bro. You ain't got to try that hard, bro. Get him in 30. Quickly is making 30. Nobody even knows who he is. I'm not even going to be mad if a basketball aficionado don't know who Quickly is, bro. He making 30. Mark Jackson is from my neighborhood in Queens. He's never getting a coaching job again. Hey, man, that might be true, big dog. I don't know. What TBO. All Giddey has to do is be a good help defender. Not many players are locked down anymore. We can count them on the real. So I'm tired of that argument like he's so piss poor defensively. He ain't Vooch defensively. He's not costing your team games or nothing defensively. He was early in the season last season. Let's be fair. He was horrible. He's shit. But he actually put effort into it throughout the season and got to a point where he wasn't a weakness. You are absolutely right, Watt. And keep in mind, many people thought the Bulls had no business being in the play-in last season. Yes. We're not far off, bro. Y'all act like we ain't got nothing in the chamber, bro. We got Montes. I like the future of Noah Essengay, Ayo, Trey Jones. These are all positive plus players. Let's look at the plus players. Let's get to the plus players, bro. Montes, that's a plus. Ayo, that's a plus. Noah, which I'll get Noah a plus, I'm going to say plus. That's 3. Plus. Trey Jones is a plus. That's 4. Yuki Kawamura is a plus. That's 5. Just hearts and minds. That's hearts and minds, bro. Who else? Kevin Huerter. I'll take that. If y'all want to say he a plus, he a plus. We got a lot of positives on the Chicago Bulls. If y'all ain't looking past your hatred of the franchise, it's a lot of positives. I would let him start, bro. I'm glad people think like people are. He 18 years old. He gonna start. What do you mean? What the hell does that mean? He could hoop right now. He can learn on the job, bro. A 5'8" point guard, just what the Bulls needed. They tried to be sarcastic. Hey, bro. Hey, he might be a superstar, bro. He only 24 years old, bro. Let me tell you what he did. His rookie season in the Japanese Professional Basketball League. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called the B League or something like that. He won Rookie of the Year, led the league in assists, and won MVP as an 18-year-old rookie in Japan. I'll now take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. It's a Japan Professional Basketball League. But he was a shouty, and he came in was the best player in Japan. Come on now. Give our Aussie his 30. Give him 30, bro. Give him that 30. Forget Vooch. Yes, please. Starting 5. Oh, good question. Let's say a started 5 from July. What is this? The 20. What is this? The 19th or the 20th? This is the 20th. Let's see. So first, I won't Giddy to start. I'm just gonna believe that the Chicago Bulls will get the deal done. And what I'm gonna predict that they get the deal done is somewhere like 28. Like 28. And it's so ridiculous if it's 28. Because you might as well give them the 30 to me. But I fuck it. I got Giddy starting at 30 mil. He gets the contract signed really soon at 30 mil. They was just bullshitting. They was just playing with him. Giddy at the point. Kobe at the 2. Montes at the 3. Noah at the 4. Zach Collins at the 5. I will not add Vooch in any starting lineup. And I want to see y'all starting lineups. And y'all better not have no Vooch in the starting lineup, bro. Steely in the building. My boy Nuba in the building as well. Zach Collins, when healthy, A+. I hate it when Vooch started looking and seeing that we was getting better, and he instantly and magically became healed and wanted to join the party and messed up the fucking rhythm, bro. Trade him. Cut him. Yeah, he's short, but it's not about being 5'8". The way Yuki can control the offense is undeniable. Undeniable. The way he gets others involved and how he can see passing lanes before they happen is going to open up the game for everyone. This is a true statement, bro. We hear y'all with the 5'8" shit, bro. But tell me about Isaiah Thomas. He was 5'10". I don't give a damn. He was 5'10". Tell me about Nate Robinson. Tell me about Muggsy Blows. Tell me about Spud Webb. Tell me about Kevin Johnson, bro. Shorties can hoop too. You just got to be, man, you got to be an overachiever. You got to play hard every minute. And all these little guys, JJ Barea. It can happen. The other Isaiah Thomas from the Boston Celtics. He had MVP votes. So don't just disown them because of size, bro. I know, and I know what y'all saying. Because of what the Chicago Bulls front office said, what type of players they want to play. I know y'all said that. But this is different, bro. He a different guy. Giddy, he go watch starting 5. Giddy, Kobe, Noah, Montes is fucking boss. You had me, bro. You got a 4 out of 5, bro. But I hear you though. But no. Muggsy Bogues was shorter and started and can dunk. In college, he dunked, bro. At 5'3", I think he is, or 5'2". Zach Collins is definitely a plus. He here to stay, man. I love the way he plays, man. He excited. Shout out to my boy Steely E, man. No one talking about Zach, bro. I want to say he making a big bag. I didn't think he was going to survive and be back this season. But now I think he's a must. He got to be here. Somebody got to save me from Vooch. And it might be Zach Collins and Jalen Smith. That's all we might have, bro. Just buy him out. Shit. Fuck. He can start for the first 5 minutes. I wish they could play it like that, bro. I wish. We having a good stream, bro. I don't want to talk about that motherfucker, bro. We having a great stream. Here goes Steely E starting 5. Yuki, you know what my man Steely E be on. Yuki, Julian Phillips, Noah, Esagay, Montes, and Vooch for C-Dub's true starting lineup. Come on, Steely. AI, 5'10" in heels, bro. AI. Overachiever, small guy. Get buckets. It don't matter the height, bro. If you got it in you, you got it and you got it. That man is way more active and athletic than Vooch. It's just, everybody can see that. Sit and watch the games and see that. There's no comparison. And Zach Collins had games where he was what, 17 and 15, 21 and 13. Like he was flourishing in his system, bro. He could shoot the 3. He can finish lobs. When the last time you seen Vooch finish a lob? I'm going to wait. Do y'all know? Whoever could tell me, I'm going to give everybody 1 minute. Whoever could tell me the last time Vooch finished a lob, got a prize, bro. I'm sending cash out. Got 1 minute. I set the clock already. It's already going. The clock is going. When was the last time you seen him get an alley-oop? Giddy, Kobe, Montes, Noah, Collins. Salute to my boy TBO, bro. You know what's going on, big dog. Yuki or Javon Carter. He picks the game more. Like there it is right there. There it is. Would you rather have Yuki Kawamura or Javon Carter, a.k.a. Catfish? Y'all make that decision and get back at me. Which one would you want? Chicago Bull fans, y'all know this. Which one you want, Yuki or Javon Carter, a.k.a. Catfish? He talking about who? What you talking about, 3 and D? I agree with your lineup. Thank you. Collins and Jalen Smith should be the ones playing. Vooch can go third string on the real. Man, what? I would love. Would that be better for me? If Vooch was like, if they just like don't play him, bro, and just treat him. I don't want him to be treated wrong, bro. I don't want him treated wrong, even though he been doing us wrong for the last 4 years, not trying on the defensive side, bro. He tried like 3 months since he been here to play defense. I remember. I'm going to give him his credit. I remember them 3 months. I was like, damn, Vooch out here trying on the live calls. But that was it. And that was the contract year. You see what money do? As soon as he got the new bag, he resorted back to Vooch. Just pissed me off talking about this motherfucker, bro. Jalen Smith can go too. Damn, what Jalen do? You gotta let me. What Jalen do? Why Jalen gotta go? Damn. I thought Jalen was safe. What? You gotta tell me what's wrong with Jalen, bro. I thought Jalen was safe. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. 80 people in the chat. I looked it up. Last known Vooch alley-oop was 2014. You way too late. It took you 2 minutes, motherfucker. And he probably right. This last alley-oop was 2014, bro. Nobody answered. At least my man Famous, he tried, bro. Vooch has averaged a double-double for the last decade. 2 all-star people dislike him. I don't like him as a person. The 3 and D. I don't like him on my team. That's it. I don't think he is a mix. Defensively, he is not what we want. The Chicago front office has said as much. They want a person that is not a defensive liability, and on the offensive side can do multiple things. On the offensive side, yes, he can do multiple things. On the defensive side, is he a liability? Answer me that question, Theo 3 and D. Vooch got rocks in his shoes, but he's more productive than Jalen Smith. I'll give you that. He's more productive offensively than Jalen Smith. I'll succeed that. I'll finish all up, motherfuckers. Vooch held down Bulls when Levine and DeMar wasn't playing defense either. Vooch getting 17 and 12 and 4. You said he getting 17, 12, and 4 next year with us. We're going to win 25 games next season if Vooch plays 82 of them. Okay? I hope y'all are fine with that. We're going to win 25 games if Vooch is starting at the center position. It's going to be another frustrating year. We're going to have open lanes to the basket. It's going to be super frustrating. I'm already bald, bro. I had locks when I started this channel. I'm lying like a motherfucker, bro. Y'all know I'm lying. Too fun. Shout out to my man, Bob. Vooch has been a help. Vooch has been a help offensively, but defensively, it feels like 5 versus 4. And we are a young team now. Vooch should not play. It ain't about us trying to win a championship. I'm with Matt. We on a different road, bro. Vooch should be out there trying to win a championship, bro. He don't even fit the mix. Everybody under 25, 26. What the fuck? The fuck? Come on. Get his ass up out of here, bro. Vooch isn't a Bulls type center. We need a defensive-minded, athletic guy who can be a lob threat and shoot 3 occasionally. Perfect. That's perfect. It's not a more perfect. What, fuck, let me fucking pin this. That's perfect. Shout out to my man Vontae. This is just the obvious truth, guys. This is the truth. Vooch isn't a Bulls type center anymore. They just told us they just told us that the way that they want to play after the first round of the draft. Vooch is not that type. He said nobody on the Bulls play defense. Now that is a incorrect fact, my man Theo 3 and D. You telling me Io don't play defense? You telling me Dalen Terry don't play defense? You telling me Patrick Williams, even though he's frustrating, you saying he don't play defense? That's incorrect. You telling me Montes Buzelis don't play defense? He led the whole team, which should be an indictment on Vooch, in blocks last season. You seen him guard perimeter players. You seen him guard people in the paint. Noah Essengate, that is his reputation, a defensive player. You are absolutely wrong, Theo 3 and D. Absolutely wrong. Shout out to Watt about the facts. He said, oh, you agreeing with the 3 and D. I just laid it out, though. That's just a buzzword and cliche. Free, what does that say? Always talk about defense. What defense DeMar and Levine and Giddey play? Nothing. No defense. But at least if you had yourself a better anchor in the back, it can make you look better as a team defensively. A good anchor defensively can cure some of your L's on the perimeter. I think that's just basketball. Like Shaq made a lot of people look good. Alonzo Mourning make perimeter defenders look good. You know how many defenders the Kembe Mutombo made look good, bro? Because they're a perfect anchor. What do you think Wemby how Wemby gonna make that? San Antonio gonna be a scary ass team next season. Jesus. Watch out, OKC. You better be paying attention to San Antonio. Because y'all ain't got no answer for Wemby. If y'all get in the series and San Antonio on y'all level, Thunder, y'all ain't got no answer for Wemby. I don't give a damn who Chet is. Bulls going to win 25 games, even if they trade Vooch. So trade them anyway. Cordell in the building say, Vooch some ass, bro. He's some ass. Bulls will have a top 4 pick next season. All right, bet. I hope we do get that. We need the more talent, because it looks like that's what the best teams are, bro. They hoarding talent, bro. We got to start hoarding talent. I would have tried to get Robin Williams III and gambled on his injury history. I'm a little dicey, Watt. Damn, I'm a little dicey. If it worked, it would have turned out good. It would have turned out good. But that's dicey, bro. That's really dicey, bro. I wouldn't be mad at it. I have to think about it, bro. I have to really think about that. You say Michelangelo, big facts. I think this is Terry's last year to prove it. Also, that shot is nasty. Absolutely. And not just Terry. I think also Julian Phillips as well. I think both of them guys. I need to know who Julian Phillips is, bro. Anybody know who Julian Phillips is? Is he just a 3 and D guy? Is that's it? Because we can find those anywhere. What else you got, Julian Phillips? We can find one of those anywhere. We got Patrick Williams. He a 3 and D guy. We can bring him off the bench. Well, we need you, Julian. What you got? That's all I'm saying. Well, who are you, Julian Phillips? My take with Bulls would be very scrappy. This team will eat on fast breaks and getting out on the run. We don't have all the talent, so we must capitalize off our youth and length in the front court. And that's the way you want to play when you don't have a lot of veteran leadership. You got a lot of young players, or you don't have a lot of great talent on the floor. You want to speed the game up. And I think that's what the Bulls have started to do by the end of the season. Damn, we've been kicking it. It's 40 minutes in. I rock with y'all, bro. I agree with famous Vontae. Young and scrappy is my summary for this team. Shout out to the squad. I appreciate you guys, man. Yuki is signed to a 2-way contract. Good job from the Chicago Bulls standpoint. I give him a W on this, man. I think it had to happen. What's gonna hurt, bro? Let's take a chance on a young kid. Appreciate you guys coming through. I'm gonna start doing more of these laughs, bro. This is an engaging laugh. You guys got some smart comments. I like talk basketball with y'all, man. So I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Maybe later. I might pop on something later. We can talk about some basketball later. Y'all have a good one, man. Enjoy y'all weekend. Peace out.
Cognac.